Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Kakudash. Yahweh honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutations to those who are elect. And basically.
Wait for connection.
Basically, I just wanted to go into, one of the things that's soon going to come upon us, is a major trial, and in that trial, man, we could face death, because essentially this truth is coming up against the powers at bay, the top rulers of Esau, Edom. He doesn't like it, man. So, one of the things that we learn upon coming into this truth is that you got to be prepared to give your life for this, And in the times that we're coming into, man, we're surely coming upon Jacob's trouble. Every day we're getting closer and closer. So you just got to constantly, be trying to get your spirit right and meditate on certain scriptures like these, to really know to yourself, how serious this truth is. Because now we've been talking about it for a while, but now you got to be about what you talked about. You know what I'm saying? So I just basically wanted to go into a few scriptures on giving your life for this truth, how we might have to be a martyr, So I'm going to get the definition of a martyr, actually, in case some of y'all don't know. This is a person who is killed because of their religious or other beliefs. We know this isn't a religion. This is the truth, all right? I like the second definition better. It says kill someone because of their beliefs. So essentially, that could happen to us. All right, we could potentially be killed because of what we believe. All right, all right, and that's a part of Salakia. That's a part of the Lord trying us, man. All right, but of course He will protect us in all things. That's what we believe. But depending on the brother, certain brothers may have to die for this truth. And that's the Lord approving you. That's the Lord, right, approving you, man. Because let me get this scripture. Revelation 2:10, it says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. All right, now that 10 days, it's just talking about a certain period of time, man. But it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right, meaning, and it said we're going to be cast into prison. Right, because this is not going to be no easy ride. You know what I'm saying? All right. Some of us may be cast into prison, man. We know prison is very uncomfortable, man, especially in the prison to come. All right, you might have certain places that are on quarantine. They might throw you in, a quarantine place, a prison, essentially. A building that's on lockdown. They might throw you in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to be faithful unto death. Some elites might come in there and know who you are. Might try to interrogate you. It says, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." All right. So in this truth, you're supposed to have the mindset of being faithful unto death, man. Because everything is much bigger than this coronavirus. Essentially, what they're trying to do is push their new world order, man. So if they use this, they could use this to implement the microchip, man. And then obviously we're not going to take the mark of the beast. So what could they try to do? They could try to kill you, man, for your faith. The Lord could put that as a test in front of you, man. You could get brought into a prison, and they say take this or we're going to kill you, man. All right, and at that time you're supposed to choose death, man, because it's a righteous thing to die for this truth. Like I said, that's one of the ways you get approved. All right, you can get approved. All right, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to be approved of the Lord, man. We're trying to be worthy to get that crown of life. All right, like the scripture just said, "Be thou faithful unto death, and He shall give thee a crown of life." All right, we're trying to be approved to get that that crown of life, to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. James 1:12, "Blessed is a man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love Him." All right, so it said, "Blessed is a man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life." So what we just read, man, we just read that. All right, in Revelation 2, what it say? It said, Damn. Slakia. I want to get the exact wording. It said, at the end, it said, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." All right. Then back in James, it said, "Blessed is the man that endure temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life." All right. So obviously, a part of those ways of being tried, that part of that temptation could be you dying for this truth. You know, because we just read Revelation, you're going to receive a crown of life. Right here, it's talking about enduring temptation, and you're receiving a crown of life. But at the end of the day, what does all that mean? You know, if we die for this truth and we receive a crown of life, that means we were approved of the Lord. You know, the Lord seen our faith, already seen that it was worthy to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man. So at the end of the day, we just want to be approved, man. We just want to make it out of this hellhole and be approved of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to be fit to rule in the future to come. So if you got to die for that, you know, then so be it, man. All right, others got to die. All right, some of us might have to die, and some of us will have to endure to the end. All right, that endure temptation. Some of us will have to just endure the temptation until the end, until the missiles come. You know, either way, you just want to fulfill your lot, and you know, and endure it, man. And endure whatever you gotta have, what you gotta do. You know, so that was the main point of this video. I just wanted to go over, man. And look, if we gotta be a martyr for this truth, you know, just bringing back that mindset. You know, because that's the times we're entering into, man. Jacob's trouble, man. So our faith is going to be put to the test. Our others are going to be seeing it. Others are going to see it be put to the test. You know, but we just got to endure it, man. And if we endure, we're going to receive that crown of life. You know, ultimately we're going to get new bodies. All right, new eternal bodies, man, with the crown, and we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. The 144,000, we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So ultimately, man, that's what we're looking forward to. You know, just stay strong, man. Pray to endure the temptations. You know, whatever your trial may be. You know, let's just get through it, man, and get to the kingdom. You know, because we're entering into those times. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash, Shalom.